What did it just do? Pace Fowler, we outside. 3, 2, 1. Win, y'all. Pace Fowler, we outside. Peace be. Grand Rising, the whole 9. Listen, I hope the day finds y'all in peace. And I mean peace of mind, you know. Safe in life, you know what I mean? That's how we're going to start the day off. You know, today is, tomorrow's the first day of school. You know, so I really wanted to talk about this being the first day of school. But the word of the day is spread kindness. The love that you receive, please pass it along. Let's try to keep that going, get that going. I want to just throw that in there, you know. But the first thing I want to mention is, you know, before I get into any of that, there's been a lot of school shootings. If you like me, you got a child that's away at school, keep up with them. You know what I'm saying? Try to keep up with the temperature of these things going on, okay? Try to keep them safe, keep their lines of communication open, you heard me? And remind your child to stay on point, stay on, to make themselves safe. You know what I mean? Don't venture out too much, because for some reason it's becoming a trend where they just go up to the school and just let off shots. Because the last dude, he broke up with his girl, and he went and did that. You understand what I'm saying? So please recognize mental health. See, this is the thing. A lot of those people live with relatives. Most of them don't live on their own. If you got somebody in your house and they acting to the left, acting weird, check on them. Remember the one that was he was in the basement making bombs? The other was down there collecting guns. Keep up with what's going on in and out your house, and maybe you can prevent some of these kind of things, all right? Stay safe. The New York just passed a state law banning phones. I don't know how that's going to work out. We're going to find out tomorrow to see, you know, if the public agrees with what they're trying to do. I don't know if they banned phones. I don't know if the phones have to stay in the book bag or they can't be at the school. So I'm thinking it's the book bag. You know, we're going to go with that, you know. So I'm going to leave that right there. Now, anyway, well, I really want to chop it up to y'all, you know what I mean? Because that's what we're here for. You know, we're going to try to raise the level of awareness. We're going to take situations and we're going to make sense out of them, you know, throughout our daily lives, because we deal with these different type of things, you know what I'm saying? We don't talk about people. We talk about circumstances and situations. Pace Fowler, we outside. Please like and subscribe. Please feel free to donate a gift. It'd be great. Yo, so today I'm starting it out like this here. Listen, I don't know if y'all seen it. PJ Washington, right? Don't know the brother. God bless him and all that. His baby mother, Brittany Renner. Okay, he came to pick his son up, you know, as it goes. Shakur updated me on this. He came to pick his son up. I hope y'all seen the video. But this is a learning moment. And sidebar, please, when you get a chance, take a look at the tape. There's a lot you can learn from how he carried himself in those moments. So back to the action. He go to pick his son up, and she give him his son, and then she goes left. She starts an argument, you know. Pocket watching. She said this, that, and the third about his account, but you spent $170,000 on this chick. But she said your son only has 11. She's throwing the numbers out there. And then her mom chimed in, called the girl a whore and all that. You see what I'm saying?
Really trying to antagonize.
Not trying to antagonize. She was really antagonizing. And my boy, textbook. He did not. He responded accordingly. Cool, calm, and collectively. When you show attitude, aggression, passion, anger, they label you under the angry black man, and then they try to ruin your life based on that standard. So you get a chance. PJ Washington held his composure. He didn't go out the way. His girl was getting disrespected by the mother and the whole nine. They was going all out, talking real down on him, beat him in the head with the nonsense, you know. And I also said, sidebar, you know, it's easy to stay calm when your money right, you know what I mean? So he stayed calm, cool, calm, collected, and did not deal with it. And I was wondering how her mother could call his girl a whore. She's Brittany Renner. Her sex life is public. I'm going to leave that there because I don't like talking about people, but y'all know what happened. What actually happened. So anyway,
it
listen.
Backfired.
It backfired. It really
they
did.
They pulled out their cameras before they pulled it out before the video started.
They did.
Before they opened the door. So clearly I was looking for a moment.
I think so.
When you drop off your kid, is there cameras out? No. Nobody, there's no publicity. She pulled the cameras out, hoping to get a moment.
Yeah.
Because the things she said, it wasn't nice things to say.
No, they was just trying to start an argument. They was trying to bait him. That's what you call baiting. You understand what I'm saying? Like I said, don't be a musical instrument to the going on of the world. Don't just let somebody play you like you're a guitar and just turn you. No, you can't. That doesn't work. That doesn't work out. You know. And that's the standard in life. You know, everything's not balanced out here. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. Listen, you know when the shenanigans are about to come. I need you to start being aware of the problems before they happen. You understand what I'm saying? You know, sometimes, you know, a lot of brothers, they got baby mothers that's way to the left, real crazy with it. You know, like borderline nuts with it, you know, especially when it come to you. Y'all know what type of chick I'm talking about. And, you know, I can't make up no excuses about why these women act like that with us. But then I can't say this. God made her your baby mother because he knew you could deal with her shenanigans. That's the only explanation I can give you. You understand what I'm saying? She be all the way wrong. And you have to persevere that. And God said, you are the one that's strong enough to deal with her bullshit. There you go. Congratulations. That's your baby mother. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being honest with you. You know, that's the only way I can explain it. But I'm going to tell you this. I sympathize with all you people going through those type of things with the kids. I just want to remind people, you know, listen. Me and you we're not here. We're not here. We're not here. All right. That has nothing to do with my relationship with my child. It has nothing to do with my relationship with my child. You understand what I'm saying? So, as parents, we should work to not include the child in that energy. Because that energy doesn't help the child at all. Okay? You know. And it leads to other things, aggression. You know. For example, some of you might be teaching your children and you don't even know it. You understand me? You and your man get into a fight. The kids see y'all fighting. They hear some furniture being broken, all that. Right? A lot of y'all went through that. A lot of y'all got into it in the house with your significant other and family members and kids and all that was there. And then 3 days later, y'all back together. What did you teach your child? You teach your child that that's okay. You know, he can punch you in your mouth and you can forgive him for that. Okay? And we're not talking about one time. Because that one time defines what goes for what happens going forward. You know? You and him got into a knockdown all-out fight, made up. 6 months later, y'all got into another one and made up. Subconsciously, the child gonna think that these kind of things come with being in a relationship. They're gonna start to normalize it if they see it too much. You understand me? You know. Stop sharing your toxic situations with your children. They don't need to know how fucked up your life is. They don't need to know how confused you are figuring things out. Convince your children that you got it under control. Let your kids know that you are happy. Don't always be frustrated around them. Don't always be up here with it around them. You know? Smile at them in a warming way. Don't get so caught up in your job, your girlfriend's nonsense, all right? Your man's on the block, till you miss the little smiles like the first day of school when they ready to go. I want your heart to be just as warm as theirs is when they get ready. It's a good feeling, you know what I'm saying? You know, I got a little situation, you know, I went to pick my son up. He was 7 years old, it was his birthday. You hear me? I hadn't seen him in 3 or 4 months. Due to circumstances, you know. And when I got there, he was in the window. My son was almost breaking the window down, ready to see his father. You heard me? And I missed him. And he came downstairs and almost knocked me off the porch, jumping in my arms. He didn't care about nothing I brought with me. He just wanted me. See, listen. Toys break. Kids get big. All right? a lot of things go away. But the moment you have with that blood of yours is forever. It's priceless, you know? And the joy he gave me that day, I still get chill bumps from it. Touch my heart. Now, if those kind of things don't make you want to be a better man, you might be lost. You understand me? Your daughter ain't saw you in a couple of months. And when she see you, she drop an ice cream cone, run for mommy, and run for you for dear life and love. If that don't make you more human to the living going on around you, you might be lost. So wake up. Snap out of it. Real talk. You know, we raising awareness here. All I want you to do is be better than you were yesterday. None of us is perfect. What they said, Shakur, God not finished with me yet. He's not finished with us. All right? You know, school starts tomorrow. It's a whole new season. Summer is basically over. All right? And I need my black men to stand up, chin up. You understand me? And go that way. All right?
Yeah. Somebody said hot
Huh?
Somebody said hot sweet tea. I don't know that.
Hey, sweet tea, what's up? What's good? Listen, man, Page Folly, we outside. Check out 5925 The Dungeon. Listen, we're going to go live again tomorrow. You know, words of inspiration, we're going to take real life situations and make them real life situations. You know, we don't talk about people. We talk about circumstances and situations, and we're here to motivate, all right? So tomorrow, the first thing you do when you go out, smile and greet everybody with kindness. Because the things that we are concerned with are way too important to lollygag with the shenanigans, all right? When you play in the mud, you get dirty. You understand me? When you play in the mud, you get dirty. For real. When you're in a barrel of crabs, no one wants you to rise. Just remember that and respond accordingly. I can't tell you exactly what to do, but you're going to have to be sharp. Because the hate is real out here. You know, listen, people will dislike you for the progress you made for yourself. For yourself. You know, and it had nothing to do with them. None at all. Keep that in mind. Your progress is keep to yourself. Okay? Everybody don't need to know what you're getting ready to do next. Everybody don't need to know where you at. Everybody don't need to know your bop. Everybody don't need to see your flex. Keep it to yourself, because guess what? Those people that act like they doing good, they not good. They're not doing as good as they say they is. You remember this. The streets is a whole motherfucking lie. The streets say that boy worth $200,000. All he did was make $50,000 look good. They're about to duct tape this nigga up, and he ain't even got it. Remember, when you take from people and rob people, you taking a chance on nothing being there. So remember what I said. Get you $1 without hurting nobody. Get you $1 without risking your life. And don't get you $1 based on the pain of somebody else. All right? Remember what I said. The good things you give out in the world come back. All right? If you want to be happy tomorrow, give happiness away, and happiness will return to you. Try that. All right? I mean that. You know? Page Folly, we outside. I'm going to leave y'all with that. Please like and subscribe. Please tune in again tomorrow, y'all. Win, win, win. Please leave a gift. Thank you.
Win.